Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I think it's time to practice with the 7 decks that remain in the Pauper Gauntlet. The Pauper Gauntlet will start round 6 on October 7th. A lot of things will happen before that. There will be a Theros release and the bannings will go into effect. So I might take the time to practice a little. It's just 7 decks. So I might play around with all of them. Oh, look at this. He's playing Delver and wow. So yeah, you saw my interface bug there. So see if he has a messed up interface as well. Stompy versus Delver. It's a matchup that's been covered many times on this channel. It is slightly favored to Stompy, but I assume that he is somewhat better as a Delver pilot than I am as a Stompy pilot. I was just wondering, in this Deluxeicoff Stompy build, what do I take out? Just take out the Ledgewalker and keep the Hungers in. The Hungers are not very good against him. But the Ledgewalkers are really bad without Hungers. This is a crap hand, right? And I have to send it back. That's a lot better. So I'm gonna play Cweaver and then double Pit Skulk. Stompy has done very well and is now the favorite to win the Pauper Gauntlet. Having just crushed anything it came across in the Gauntlet. So let's see if he can develop in time. We don't particularly, we're not afraid of ninjas. And we are not afraid of Cloud of Fairies. We don't want Spellstatus Sprite is his most efficient weapon. And we don't want Young Wolf to be spellstatted here. So we are passing the turn. It's definitely he that is in a hurry here. And this ninja does not help a lot. It's just one extra card. He already has a grip full of cards. But he's got to do something about the double Skargans. And they are beating down hard here. And I'm of course gonna block with the Young Wolf. To not give him extra card. Also that helps me present a bigger threat. He needs Spy Golem so much right now. It is probably his only hope. God, the carriage doesn't feel too useful. Can't remember what's in my sideboard actually. There are 4 Scattershot Archers and they will go bananas on him. He vapor snags the young wolf. Fair enough. So I'm gonna block with the Cweaver Ranger then. And let him die. Did I actually block here? No. I should block first. And now he can spell stutter this, killing the Cweaver Ranger, but that doesn't accomplish a whole lot actually. It looks good, but it is not good. Especially if I draw a creature here, yeah, which I do. No extra cards for you, sir. Still blocking the ninja with the young wolf if I'm allowed. If not, I'll block it with the ledgewalker. And I don't care about the fairies. You better leave one of them at home, right? Dr. Epsiode. Am I willing to... Well, I want a 2-2, right? The ledgewalker against the cloud of fairies seems like a bad trade. So I will attack here. The ninja and a pit skulk will die. I probably should not play that forest in case I draw a mongrel. Now no one can stop the pit skulk. Gosh. You still have to block the pit skulk. Well, if the pit skulk is bounced, he will not be able to do a whole lot. So he might actually turn this around now. Either a ledgewalker bounce spell saves him. And I still need to hit him twice with the pit skulk, which looks hard to do. There are definitely a lot of cards that are only semi-playable against in this matchup. And that are not good. Well, what about the young wolf now? Do I trade the ledgewalker now finally? I think I do. All out assault. I don't expect this pit skulk to resolve. Seems very unlikely. Yep. Spellstat is bright. The best card he has. And the thing he wants to spellstat the most in the world is Scattershot Archer. But Pit Skulks are really good here. Ledgewalkers are not. So maybe a Wines. What about the Hunt Beasts? I'm gonna try Hunt Beasts and Wines. I don't know really what the sideboard plan is, but I'm taking out the Ledgewalkers and the Hungers. Or maybe randomly keep one Hunger, take out the Gather Courage. Just to see how it performs. The Primal Hunt Beasts are probably way too slow for this. But let's test it. What my sideboard note says is +4 Ledgewalker. Bring in the Scattershots. Pit Skulk Shinnen. Oh, this is too slow, isn't it? There are so many bad hands you can draw. Oh, this looks somewhat better. Not the best. Playing first. Big advantage. So what if Wines of West is played with Kicker still counts as a 1-mana spell, right? So it's definitely Shinnen we should play now. Oh, Mr. Frostburn weird. It's pretty hard to raise Stompy. Days! No days. He needs to have a spellstarter or counterspell to attack now into because of Gather Courage, but oh, he didn't do it. He's not much of a blocker, is he? But he doesn't care about blocking now. Of course he can still daze me. Groundswell only does the +2/+2, but he can't block the Pit Skulk, so why even care here? We know he didn't have days last turn, so we don't expect to be days now. Double Delver is of course a good way to win. And I now may need to draw oh, he has double days. That's double gush. That's pretty slow at this point. And plenty of counterspells. Another Frostburn weird. Well, keeping the young wolf back for the gather carriage seems useful now. That will at least make the Shinnen survive. Or should I just cast Vines of Westwood on the Pit Skulk here? I think I should. Nice. And Gather Carriage on. But he can still... No, he can't. But he can then kill me next turn, right? Which of course is a disadvantage. That's a problem, of course. And I think racing the double Delvers there are very, very hard. Should I play that differently, shouldn't I? But how? Tell me the minute and second and how I should have played it differently to win it. Do I mulligan? Actually, Scattershot Archer wouldn't have done a lot there. I think Primal Hunt Beast is a joke in this matchup. It can't be, right? So we're bringing in the Hunger. What about the Spore Frog? The Spore Frog is not useless. Whoa, another crap hand. I would rather have Spore Frogs than these lousy growth spells. Starting is pretty good. I mulligan every game because of all my growth spells. I know Enrique Caldera, he boarded out. I should cast... no. He boarded out more growth spells and brought in another 4 archers. There is another archer. That sort of works. Yeah, double Delver, the road to victory. If I get the land here, I'm gonna do 10 damage with the Pit Skulk. Yep. I can't raise that, can he? Well, he has 4 turns. He can do 24 damage in 4 turns. Whereas I can only do 8. Unless he taps out, of course. But why would he do that? Though Young Wolf changes this, right? I don't feel comfortable about the second game. Please tell me how I should have played that. And just not being aware of how much damage he could do was, of course, a horrible mistake. This is why Vapor Snag is sometimes better than... anything else, really. And I can't play the Pit Skulk. But I can't play it into counterspell either, so I have to deploy it here. And now he's winning. Wait, I have 2-turn clock here. His clock is still 3 turns. So he has to do something. Well, okay, I think... Oh, if he plays a blocker then, yes, then I'm dead. He did. I died. And I don't feel uncomfortable about this game, but last game... pretty bad. Now I am sacrificing the young wolf. And of course I have to attack with the corner range, otherwise he can just kill me next turn. Oh yeah, I can untap the young wolf, get the forests, I have something to discard. And then I threaten lethal damage here. Right. But anything, he should be able to play blocker for the pit skulk. And then I'm dead. Pretty tight. It's also the place where he can get the piracy charm kill, but he's not running piracy charms. He is of the X-Mim X variant of Delver. But if he's running piracy charm, more power to him. If I draw a growth spell, I win. If he draws like any card in the deck, he wins. And here is any card in the deck. Narcolepsy. Well, a growth spell still wins me the game then, because so he's tapped. I discard a card. I cast Hunger of the Howl Pack. And I win the game. Pretty tight! Pretty tight. Top deck from hell saved me there. Thank you for watching. What other deck do I want to run against Delver? Well, all the decks should run against Delver to have a chance to win the Pauper Gauntlet.